Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Tango Kilo Sierra. Today we're out here at what I like to call Astra, which is Latin for under the stars, out here at my buddy Joe's property. You know him from some of the previous videos, birthday video and stuff like that. Thank y'all for standing by last week. I really appreciate that. It rained here for most of the week, and seeing how I work outside, the days that it didn't rain, I really had to pound the ground. So appreciate your patience and understanding. But that takes us into our new video today. So back here at Astra, like I said, we're gonna take you back here and show you some of our progress. It ain't been much, I ain't got to work on it much, but you know, it's getting done. Of course, our buddy Joe there, best buddy Joe, got the hole dug out pretty well. This is going to be our shelter for tonight. As you can see, it's about a 6'4", maybe foot and a half deep hole, and that's what we're going to build this shelter over, to find us somewhere that we can sleep tonight and keep warm and watch a new episode of South Park is coming out. But we're gonna get to it, guys, and we'll see you back here in just a minute when we decide to start building our shelter. So what we're doing out here is we're looking for a couple of Y-shaped pieces of wood that will make braces for our roof that we're gonna do. We've just got to peruse and make sure we find correct lengths and pretty much equal heights also, so one side ain't taller than the other. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna bury them in the ground. We're gonna drape tarps over the top of them, try to hold in some heat tonight because it's gonna be around 50 degrees. But it should be a gorgeous night out here at freaking Astra. And we also got some delicious food planned for you. Just something I'd like to say is congratulations on everyone making it through the holidays. Those are always rough times, but we're on to 2023 here. It's been a rough year so far, but it can only get better. Hopefully it's just in wintertime follies and summertime really starts to kick, you know, some butt. But yeah, also some of the reasons I've been able to camp out here is because it's been in, like, you know, 25-30 degree weather, and I only have a 30-degree sleeping bag. And anyone who's ever done any camping understands that you don't want to push your luck with weather colder than the sleeping bag you have. And I've camped in 38-degree weather with that 30-degree sleeping bag, and boy, does it not really hold out a lot of cold. I'm in boots, 2 pairs of socks, and still my feet are cold. So don't know how them people do it up there in those sub-zero temperatures, but my hat's off to you. But if you would like to see me do stuff like this in the winter and the upcoming very warm summer, there is a donation link below in the freaking description of this video. A link to my gear fund, you know, just to help me stay warm or cold, and or warm or cool, and it just really helps out a lot, and I appreciate it, because as much as you would think, this is not a cheap endeavor, but I love doing these videos for you guys and everything. So yeah, enough of that. We're gonna get into building our hole here. We've already got a Y-shaped piece of wood for one side. Our buddy Joe's out looking for some more, and we'll see you guys back here in just a little bit. Man, this place is gonna be nice when we're done with it. All right, so what we got here is your basic little Y-shaped pieces of wood. Buried them about 2-3 feet in the ground. They're pretty strong, a little wiggly, but strong. It's gonna be my high end. That's gonna be my low end for all of the future endeavors out here until I build this thing up the way I want it, so we can get proper water drainage and water's not flowing down into our hole. Now what we're gonna do, so we've got our buddy Joe over there as usual. He's gonna help me cut a piece of wood to lay in between these V's so I can put my cot down in this hole along with my gear and drape a tarp over the top of this hole. I feel like that's gonna be able to hold heat really well and keep any critters or you know, freaking water or anything of that nature out of my hole. All right, Joe, administer it, big guy. The thickness of that wood, we might just sit even.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, about there.
Give me some.
Sir.
Yeah. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drape this tarp here over this piece of wood, and we'll see how it turns out. There we go. All right, Joe. Thankfully it's not gonna rain. This is one that Cody's goofy ass put a freaking hole in with a cigarette. So we're just gonna go over a piece of wood for now. Then we're gonna secure this
Stakes
on the sides. I don't have stakes, but we can make them. All right, so as you can see, it draped perfectly, just enough room to get in and out of. We're gonna get these corners staked. We'll see you at the finishing product. All right, ladies and gents, thankfully we're not going for waterproof tonight, but this is just the start. This amazing shelter. Eventually, I'm gonna replace this with some logs that lay adjacent to each other, or parallel to each other, I mean, down the sides here, and then give myself a way that I can build up some waterproofing, then lay this tarp over it and bury the tarp in the dirt here. But I'm gonna hand the camera off to old Joe here. We're gonna hop inside this hole. We're gonna try to do it without removing his stake that he put there. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, pretty roomy, pretty spacious. You know, tall enough for me to lay in. All I gotta do is tarp that side off and I can keep this side going. But I mean, for the most part, pretty roomy. I could even fit my cot down in here if I wanted to, you know, which is probably what's gonna end up happening. But it's a cool little shelter that we built here, and of course we have our quick release there so we can get in and out quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back in the dirt there, bury it a little bit. I'm pretty excited with that for tonight. We'll see how it goes. Got the Mr. Buddy with us to keep us warm, but for the most part, I am pretty freaking happy with what we got going here. I might make a couple improvements throughout the night, we'll see. But until then, we'll see you in just a bit. So in our endeavor of waterproofing this, just in case it decides to roll up and rain, we're gonna take this tarp and tie it off like that. And then we're gonna bury the other end of it, kind of like we did this end of the tarp here, to where no worries about water seeping in. Then on the other side, we have a little surprise for you also. But we need to cut us some rope here. This was a Christmas gift from my wonderful girlfriend. It says United States Marines on one side, and then it says Semper Fidelis on the other with the World War II Iwo Jima monument, and USMC on the clip. As you can see, since Christmas, I've gotten a lot of good use out of this, whatever it be. So thank you, love. I appreciate it. But perfect. Look at that. Beautiful cut. Use it at work and everything. So it's also from a freaking veteran owned place. So the fact that she was cool enough to get it from someone else who is a veteran is even cooler. But thanks, babe, and everyone who got me things for Christmas. I appreciate it. ladies and gentlemen, well, you're getting kind of dirty. Me and my good friend there, Joe, of course, we completed the hole. Let me take you around the outside of our crib. Got a little homeless shelter set up here with the Y shape and the piece of hardwood there as our roof, and it's holding pretty well. We've completely covered the bottom part of the tarp here with sand, just so if it does decide to get windy, our tarp don't go blowing across the woods. I'm gonna make this a little bit nicer. Just haven't figured it out yet. I just wanted to go ahead and get this for you guys for the sun went down. But then we got our camming netting up on this side, our camming netting. That's gonna provide mask from anyone or anything that might comes from that direction, because you can see, like Joe said, the ribbons of the property line go right here next to my hole. But that's okay, 'cause we have permission, which is the best thing to have. But see, we got this tied here for our little door lock. We're gonna get this undone here. We're gonna crawl into the crib. You can see we've got some stakes holding up the front here. It's gonna prevent from hopefully any wind or anything. Out, just hit my head on the damn freaking log up there. Okay though, I'm okay. All right, so this is what's gonna be our shelter for the night.
That's not bad.
Got Joe over there setting our tarp back up. I've always got an exit out the front of the back. As you can see, it gets pretty dark, and this should hold heat pretty dang well. All right, so crawl back out of here. Ooh. Got our fire pit we're gonna get roaring here soon. And about to break me a beer out of the cooler real fast, and then see you guys in just a second. All right, ladies and gents, about to give the GoPro a rest here. As you can see, look out, Joe. We've got our homeless man hobo Supreme going on, yeah.
The homeless Supreme.
Sukasa.
Sukasa, my casa.
Akasa, Sukasa, something like that, right?
Mi casa, Sukasa.
Mi casa, Sukasa, there you go. All right, so this here is for all of our likes and subscribers. We appreciate y'all. Keep it up. Comment, share us with your friends. There is a link to my gear fund below this video in the description. Anything you could give helps. We love it all. Even if it's just a like and subscribe, we appreciate it. From Tango Kilo Sierra to y'all, Tink. This is for y'all guys. Cheers. Good cold beer on a 70-degree day in the middle of February. Nothing better in South Carolina. All right, so we're gonna start this fire a little bit early. It's one thing that we've always done here, which is a lot of fun. We've done it since the Kmart video. Make sure you go check that out. It's been over a year since then. Wild. Is we've started fires with corn chips, various different kinds of corn chips. So today, because it's dry enough out here and it's not raining a couple of days, I'm gonna do this again, and it's gonna be lots of fun. But see how the corn chips get started there. You'll make sure you start it evenly. And those are gonna burn for a while, kind of like a candle, because they've got a lot of grease inside the chip. See it already starting that freaking bottom piece of wood up. And what does it smell like? It smells just like it is, a burning corn chip. But it's doing pretty good. Got the fire going pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Joe, what'd you build over here, bud?
Well, I'm working on a little lean-to. So we have a little dry area when it rains.
Gotta speak up, man.
Little lean-to, so when it gets dry, you know, or when it rains, it'll keep it dry.
Right.
And also, I mean, you know, if it's raining, we can put the chairs here too. I just need to tighten it up over here on the back end.
Let the tarp dry out here. Looks pretty good. I like the design.
I didn't do it on this one.
Still pretty good to have a brace. This is gonna catch wind. We'll probably end up running X's through here and then tying some rope.
Yeah.
So it freaking the rain won't pick it up and toss it. But that's only if, man. Good job though. I like the freaking creativity, buddy.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we got the cot down in the hole. We don't have any room to go that way. Got a little room ahead here. So I like where we've got it. kind of up against this right here. Let's try it out. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, this hole's gonna work out great. Home sweet home, just like I'm back in the cooler. But hell of a lot better circumstances and way better people. But you know, I love my war fighters. But anyways, yeah, I like it a lot. I think that I'm gonna get some good sleep in here, and I even got a place to put the Mr. Buddy heater. It's not too bad when you look at it from out here. Pretty cool. What I have planned, just for a quick little fun dinner to eat before you go to bed. But you know, there's a lot of those, but yeah. So I get this open. If everybody could in the comments, just tell me how your week has been, you know, and hope you've been making it through 2023 pretty good. It's been a heck of a year so far, you know, good and bad. And I'm glad we were all able to make it here together. What we're gonna do today, so we have this tortilla here, and what we're gonna make is some cheddar. Oh crap. If I don't throw it all over the place here. Oh. Dang, that went way under the bed there. Oh. Stand by. Alright, so before it fell and got all dirty, we got the bag of cheese here. I'll wipe that off in just a minute. And then we have some turkey meat for some lunch meat. What we're gonna do with this is gonna make us a couple pinwheel sandwiches, which is gonna be delicious. What I usually like to go with first is the turkey meat. That stuff is pretty good. Don't need much. Not a whole lot. Just open that up real good and throw us a little bit of cheese on top of our little pinwheeler there. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take it. I'm sure you're supposed to heat these little tortillas up before you do this, but just roll it up kind of like just a little gordita or a little taco type thing. And then put some of that dressing on there. I'm gonna finish this up. Thanks for sticking by, people. I'll see you at bedtime. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, we're situated here. Got our stuff ready to go for the night. Got it all blocked off just in case a critter wants to get at me, but we're together. I think this is gonna be a good night's sleep. But yeah, we shall be seeing you guys in the morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that was a good sleep. Not a whole bunch of noise. No critters or anything trying to crawl in here with me. The shelter held up phenomenally. Best thing to do is just build it stronger and stronger, you know. But alright, guys, I'm gonna get my freaking butt out of bed and get everything packed up. I'm gonna leave the shelter here along with the tarps and stuff, and this is gonna rain for like 2 days. I want to see how the shelter is gonna hold up, so stay tuned for the update on that. But yeah, we'll see you guys at the finish line. Thanks for sticking around. The moon's still shining pretty bright. Altogether a good night out here though. Freaking out at Sub Astra. Dang, beautiful area out here. But yeah, you can see the sun coming up pretty good over there. But alright, people, it was fun hanging out with you. Hope you had as good a time as I did. And yeah, we'll see you at the truck. Maybe we'll have some better lighting there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, got some better light here in the truck. As you can see, the sun is just starting to peak. So, and it's like going on about 6:40 right now, as you can see by the clock there. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. We'll find another great place like this. Probably going to be this great place, other than the roof camps and here and there stealthers that we do. And we'll see you next time.